Hello everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about a few important things. First of all, there's a new proclamation that was just issued this week, specifically suspending the entry of certain non-immigrant visa holders. This proclamation is specifically focused on India. Specifically, we're going to talk about who is exempt, whether visas can still be issued, and also we're going to talk about some new national interest exceptions to all the travel bans. This is something new that was just added a few days ago. So stay tuned, make sure you watch this video to the end, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello friends, and welcome back to our immigration channel. This is the place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration updates, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnik, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. If you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. So in this video, I wanted to focus on a recent proclamation that was issued just this week, and that proclamation is called a proclamation on the suspension of entry as non-immigrant of certain individuals that could pose a risk to spread the COVID-19 virus. So you can see the proclamation right here on the screen, and I'm going to link to the proclamation from the White House website right in the description of this video. But the gist of this proclamation is the following. Because of the spread of COVID-19 in India, specifically, it has a very large amount of infected individuals and also the variants that the CDC is worried about, and as a result, they've issued this specific travel ban. So under this new proclamation, India is being added to the countries that are currently under what is called a travel ban. So the idea behind the travel ban is that if you're currently physically present in India, and you're planning to come directly to the United States from India, you're not going to be able to do so unless you spend 14 days in a different country, in a third country. So if you fly from India to Thailand or to Europe and spend 2 weeks and then come to the United States, then you should be able to be okay. So that is the idea behind this travel ban. And also, it's specifically limited to non-immigrant visas. This proclamation is not going to apply to the following people. If you're a green card holder, this does not apply to you. You can still enter the United States. If you're a US citizen, this does not apply to you. You can still enter. If you're a spouse of a US citizen or green card holder, this proclamation does not apply to you. If you're a parent of a US citizen or a green card holder who is under the age of 21, you're also exempt from this proclamation. And if you have a brother or sister who is a US citizen, you're also exempt from this travel ban. Also, if you're traveling at the request of the US government, you're coming here to help fight the COVID-19 issues, you're also exempt from this travel ban. And there are a few other exceptions for military personnel, but essentially it's specifically focused on non-immigrant visas, people that are coming with H-1B visas, tourist visas, student visas. They're currently are the ones that are the focus of this proclamation. Now remember something really important. This proclamation, just like the previous ones, does not bar the State Department from issuing visas. It's only a question of entering the United States. So if you're eligible for a visa, whether it's a non-immigrant visa or an immigrant visa, this proclamation should not be used by the State Department to deny the issuance of a visa. That is a really important point to understand. If you remember, in the past, certain embassies were using the travel ban proclamations not to issue visas. There's currently litigation going on right now to fight the State Department specifically for that reason, to say, yes, there are travel bans in place, but that does not mean that you cannot issue visas. The same applies to India. If you're eligible for a visa and you're able to go somewhere else before entering the United States, the embassy in Mumbai should be able to issue a visa to you, just like in any of the other countries that are subject to travel bans. Also, remember, this ban applies only to non-immigrant visas. It does not apply to immigrant visas, the CR1s, the IR1s, and it does not apply to K1 visas as well, fiancé visas. Those are exempt based on a recent announcement from the State Department, specifically exempting immigrant visas and K1 visas from any of the travel bans. The same applies to India. This proclamation will take effect on May 4th at midnight Eastern Time. So if you're on a flight that departed before midnight Eastern Time, May 4th, you should still be okay to enter the United States on that date. Now let's talk about some recent exceptions to the travel ban proclamations that were announced this week by the State Department. This is for all the countries that are on the list. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, India is now joining the list of those countries, but we already have Brazil, we have the Schengen countries, we have Iran, we have Ireland, and South Africa. So what are the recent exceptions? So you can apply for a national interest exception if you're traveling to the United States from any of these countries for critical infrastructure. If you're a journalist from any of the major media outlets, you're also able to apply for a national interest exception and enter the United States without waiting 14 days in a third country. Certain students and academics are also exempt from these proclamations and can apply for national interest exceptions only if their academic program starts after August 1st, 2021. Those students will be able to apply for national interest exception and enter the United States without spending 14 days in a third country. So as you can see, these are breaking news from this week. We have a new country that was added to the travel ban. This is India. This is because of the widespread of COVID-19 in that country. So certain non-immigrant visa holders are not going to be able to enter directly to the United States unless they spend 2 weeks in a third country before flying directly to the United States. That proclamation does not bar the U.S. State Department from issuing visas. So remember, if you have a visa appointment, they cannot use the proclamation not to issue a visa. And also I mentioned a few exceptions to the travel ban for the other countries that are also on that list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me a comment below and also let me know any questions you have about this video or any other of the topics that we're creating videos for you. And again, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. And finally, if you do have a question and you want to consult with me, make sure you send me a text to 619-483-4549 and we'll be able to answer and help you with your immigration case as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.